Janet, how are you? Susan, I'm good. I was a little bored today, so I'm glad to hear from you. Bored? Well, I envy you because you are married with a wonderful husband, and you have nothing to worry about. You are really lucky, aren't you? Yeah? Don't say it like that. You have a wonderful life too. What do you mean? You have it all. Perfect husband, happy marriage, everything is going well. You're like a heroine of a TV drama. Well, Bob is certainly a wonderful person, but I'm sure you'll meet someone even better. Stop humoring me, but I hope so. I get so jealous when I see someone like you who can do everything well. Your life is like a fairy tale. I've never had that kind of luck. That's not true, Susan. You are a kind and wonderful person, and I know you will be happy. Even if you're kind, that doesn't make you happy, okay? You're lucky. It sounds like you're being condescending. I didn't mean it that way. I'm really grateful to Bob. I'm sure you will find a man like him too. Well, you can say whatever you want. To be honest, I'm frustrated. I work just as hard as you do, but why is there such a difference? It's as if I'm your supporting role. I understand how you feel, but there's no point in comparing us. I think you should find happiness at your own pace. You make it sound so easy. I wish I had the luck like you, but it always backfires on me. I'm sure the luck will come for you too, Susan. I'm trying hard too, but it's frustrating when you're the only one who gets it right. I really hate you. Susan, that's not true. I have my own struggles and problems. It doesn't always work out. Do you really think so? It sounds so sarcastic coming from someone like you who has a perfect life. I sincerely wish you happiness. I'm always on your side. Janet, are you okay? I heard that you're in the hospital. I'm worried about you. Well, I'm glad it's not life-threatening, but it's been rough for you. I'm going to visit you soon. So, how is life in the hospital? Thanks for calling, Susan. I've been kind of just laying around in bed all day. I'm glad to have someone to talk to. I've been really bored, you know? I'm sure. It really feels like time passes so slowly when you're in the hospital, doesn't it? It was a disaster for you, being hospitalized so suddenly. I was so surprised to hear that you got hospitalized. It can't be helped. When you get sick, it's best to take it easy and go to the hospital. Well, I'll get better soon and get out of here as soon as possible. Keep it up. You are healthy and vibrant, so I'm sure you'll be back home soon. By the way, is Bob going to be okay while you're in the hospital? I wonder if he can take care of everything at home. Bob? Yeah, he's fine. He texts me regularly and worries about me. He seems to be doing well with his housework, which is surprising. But isn't it hard to manage both work and housework? I'm sure he's thankful to you while you're away. Housework is really hard work. I hope so. He doesn't normally do much housework, so it's hard for him. I also get emails from him asking me to come back home soon. So he's feeling how important you are. But I wonder how much he needs you. I can go help him. What? Sure. But you're busy too, so you should put yourself first. Bob is a big boy. Let him take care of himself. It's okay. You're my sweet little sister, so it's my obligation to help you. It's only while you're in the hospital. A little sister should rely on her big sister. Susan, really? I'm so happy. Thank you. I have to do what a big sister does once in a while. Well, I'm on my way. Thank you so much. But don't work too hard. Janet, how are you? Did you find a way to beat the boredom? You've been in the hospital longer than I expected. Are you feeling better? Yes, I'm doing well. I'm still bored though. I knew it. I don't know if this will help you to kill time, but I thought I'd give you an update on Bob. But first, thanks for all your help, Susan. I don't need his update. I'm okay. It's okay. By the way, last night, I made roast beef. What? I want some. I'll make it for you when you get out of the hospital. But you know, Bob was so surprised. He said, I've never eaten something like this. That's good. You were a good cook. So, you know, today I'm going to make him a curry. From scratch. I want to eat it. I'll also make it for you when you get out of the hospital. I just texted him and he was happy. Bob. He has you all to himself. Don't say that. So he said, will you come to my place again to cook for me? He's taking advantage of the fact that you're a good cook. I can only cook regular food. Oh, I wish I had your cooking skills. You have different strengths. So, if it's possible, I'd like to keep cooking for him. Is that okay? Of course, it's good for his health. Please. Good. Then I am officially his wife. What do you mean? Why are you saying that? What? You haven't heard anything from him? He asked me out the other day. He did. Huh? What are you talking about? Is that true? Yes, it's true. He said, I'm worried about my future if she's going to be in the hospital for a long time. Besides, you are a much better cook, and I think now is good for us. So please date me with marriage in view. What? What do you really mean? I mean, did he really say that? Of course he did. Besides, Bob and I spend a lot of time together, and I heard many of your complaints. I heard that you didn't sleep together much. Well, we didn't do it every night. That's why I satisfied him. What? Huh, Susan? What do you mean? We slept together after having the roast beef. Susan, do you know what you're saying? Of course I do. I'm sorry for what I did to you. But you know, when I met him for the first time, I felt sparks with him. Then I fell in love with him. Huh? That means, you know, you said you were going to help me. You didn't do it for me, but to get closer to him? Well, that's one way of putting it. But don't misunderstand me. It's for you too. It's so sad that he's left alone while you're away. You can't even cook a decent meal, can you? Well, I feel so sorry for him, whether you're in the hospital or at home. So I decided to be his wife. I can't believe you're saying that. Oh, really? Then look at this. It's a picture. How do you like it? We're in love, aren't we? Can you still not believe it? I'll take away your husband and your happiness. Susan, I trusted you. You're the worst. I hate you so much. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. We're so perfect for each other. You can't tear us apart. Especially when you're in the hospital, right? I'm divorcing him. Thank you for that. Now we can get married. Good for you. Go ahead. But don't worry. You're still his wife while you're in the hospital. I'll keep you posted on him. I don't need it. What? Why? Don't you want to hear it? Why would I want to know about my adulterous husband? I don't understand it at all. That's because you're still his wife. And you still don't believe me, do you? I want to tell you about what he's up to because I want you to accept us. Leave me alone. I said I'm getting a divorce. Don't get involved with me again. That's impossible. You have to see it for yourself. I'm more deserving of him than you. You're seriously the worst. I didn't think you were this bad. Wow! It's not a bad thing to be with someone you like, right? It just happens to be your husband. I have the right to choose, right? I want to be happy too, Janet. You understand that, don't you? Okay, that's enough. Did you get it? Okay, just while you're in the hospital, I'll keep you updated. Go ahead and be frustrated. Okay, I'll post a picture of you on social media. What? What are you talking about? Hey, what does this mean, Janet? It's an invasion of privacy. How dare you humiliate me? This is unforgivable. Yes? You said something to the people around you, didn't you? Oh my God, what have you done? Huh? What are you talking about? You're playing dumb. Stop lying. You told about us to everybody. What? How? I'm in the hospital. You contacted them on your phone or something, didn't you? You're the only one who could tell everyone. I told you I didn't. I was going to tell people about the divorce after I get out of the hospital. We'll have to deal with insurance thing and all. It would be a pain if I do it while I'm here. Well, even if something happens, I'm stuck here and things won't change. Then how did everyone know? All my friends have cut me off, you know. They said I was crazy for sleeping with your husband when you were in the hospital. I don't have the contact information for all your friends. Didn't you tell everyone? Why would I do that? I'd just be embarrassed. Oh my God, you're ruining my plans. I was going to tell everyone after we got married. Well, you got what you deserved, didn't you? That's not all. What? What? The same thing is happening to him. Even him? He started getting texts from his friends around the same time as me. And he got cut off from all of his friends. I'm sure they look down on him. You guys are even. Hey, you definitely did something, didn't you? Stop playing dumb. I didn't do anything. I'm telling you, it's too much trouble to get a divorce while I'm in the hospital. Then who did this? I told you, I don't know. But if everyone knows this, maybe it's social media? Huh? It was you after all. No, it wasn't me. Be honest. I forgive you now. I'm the one who wants to say I forgive you. Well, whatever. I started creating an account on social media. You know, after I heard about you and Bob. So you exposed us? Expose? Or rather, like a diary? A diary? See, you've been updating me on what's going on with Bob, even though I told you I didn't want it. Yes? I posted it every day. Of course, I didn't use my real name. Then how would they know? Well, I don't really know about that. When I was creating my account, I shared with people in my address book. I guess that was the problem. So even though you post it under your username, it's obvious to anyone around you. Aw, you're right. I was so careless. No wonder the post was shared so much. It's not funny. What are you going to do about it? You know what? If that's the reason, I can't do anything about it because it's widespread. Besides, what? Oh, the first person shared it. Oh, wait a minute. What? If you have an idea, be clear. How long are you making me wait? Come on. I knew it. What did you find out? The one who shared all of my posts is his younger brother. What? Younger brother? Yes, but that means his family knows too. I'm sorry, Susan. Just apologizing isn't good enough. What are you going to do about it? There's a proper order to things. Hey. You're the one who didn't follow the order. Shut up! Admit your fault. That's my line. You slept with my husband while I was in the hospital, and you even started saying weird stuff. Do you have any idea how depressed I was? Who cares? I was enjoying myself. You know what? You're not capable of thinking about other people's feelings. That's why you did what you did. And that's why you can update me on what he's up to. I had nowhere else to vent my frustrations but social media. It was the only way to relieve my stress. But you didn't have to do this. Can you please tell people about this? I just want you to clear up the misunderstanding. Clear up what misunderstanding? That we're meant for each other. Right. Then I'll post it now. I finally heard from her. She wants me to convince people. I got threatened to tell people that they had always loved each other. She forced me to post this. Here's what I think. Doesn't this mean that they had a relationship before I was hospitalized? Sent it. Hey! That would cause even more misunderstandings. But I'm not lying. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to mention. You might be surprised when you hear this. What? There's more? Yes. On everything I posted, I tagged, "Spread this." Maybe that's why everyone knows about it. I'll tag "Spread this" on this post too. Okay. Editing is done. Stop it, Janet! Why? So everyone knows what you're doing. Isn't this awesome? I really beg you, stop it! my colleagues and my friends give me a dirty look? Because it's the truth. I'm losing my friends. Do something about it. Tell everyone that you misled them. What are you talking about? I can't even keep my job. What am I supposed to do? You're getting married, right? Why don't you and Bob be happy together? That's what you wanted, right? Janet, I really beg you, help me. I was the one who wanted you to help me. What are you talking about now? It's none of my business anymore. See you later, Susan. After that, it seems she completely isolated herself from her colleagues and friends. At first, she thought it was just a little misunderstanding, but the reality was harder. They all learned about her betrayal, and no one believed her anymore. And Bob started feeling uncomfortable at work. His colleagues started distancing themselves from him. I heard that no one trusts him, and it was difficult for him to keep his job. So they became isolated from each other. They could no longer support each other, and their relationship had ended. They got what they deserve. I am finally discharged from the hospital and have regained my health. I have resumed work, found new hobbies, and am living a fulfilling life. From now on, I would like to move forward positively without being obsessed with the past.